action. All right. What's up, guys? I'm back. I know it's been a long time, but the important thing is that we're back. And since I haven't posted in a very long time, I got a special surprise for you guys, and you see them right here. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. Of course, start off with Steve. Steve's my guy. He's always here. So he's just gonna be over there. We'll give him a piece of cheese when the time comes. But first, on the docket, so I already introduced Steve and welcomed you guys back to the channel. So now I'm gonna introduce these two guys right here. So this right here on my left, you guys' right, is a peach Hefeweizen. Hefeweizen is German for wheat beer. So that basically means 50% of the wheat or the malt must be wheat malt, meaning the grains, at least half the grains, have to be wheat. And so these beers, Hefeweizens, are typically known for like their thick white head. Let me finish pouring this so you guys can see the head.
Sunfire.
And then we got Dean in the back.
Sunfire.
Alright, so there was more head when I poured it earlier, but that's okay.
Thick white head.
So this is, exactly, thick white head. So, you guys know the rules. One take, no edits, it stays in. So, these are unfiltered, so you can see some of the stuff at the bottom. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, pretty far away. But I can see there's like stuff at the bottom. That's because these beers are unfiltered. And then over here, we have, this is a top fermenting beer, by the way. So they use ale yeast. And then this over here is a Kolsch. I already had a couple sips just to try it. So a Kolsch is a beer from Germany. This beer is from southern Germany, like this type of beer. It's like originated in southern Germany. This is like Bavaria, that area. This is just central Germany. And so what a Kolsch is essentially it's a lagered ale, meaning they use ale yeast, so the yeast sits on the top and ferments up there, but they use the lagering process, meaning it's like a cold, they keep it refrigerated while it's fermenting. And so that leaves this with like a pretty sweet taste, and they're usually like light-bodied and like sweet, like fruity, stuff like that. So this is actually from Rohrbach. This is a local company to Rochester. It's the Blood Orange Kolsch. I've been to Rohrbach once. They were really good. Like I got a couple flight from there. They had a good they have some good beer. So if you check them out, if you guys want to, great brewing company. And this one I have not tried this beer yet, or anything from this company. This is from Southern Tier Brewing Co., which I'm not sure where they're from, but I'll taste these beers and let you guys know what I like and what I think. And of course, it is a cheese channel, not a beer channel. Actually, that's a good point. Comment and like the video if you think I should start a beer grader YouTube channel, and we'll see what happens. But without further ado, let's get into the cheese for today, which is Vermont Sharp Cheddar. So, obviously from Cabot Creamery. You may know from my other videos, my previous videos, that I've tried Cabot's cheddar cheese, but not the Vermont cheddar cheese yet. So let me grab something real quick. So you guys may have seen me try this. Seriously Sharp Cheddar cheese. So this is like their mass formula. This is what they make the most of. Obviously you can see they sell like a shit ton of these blocks, excuse my language. The difference between this and this is that this is aged for 9 months, and like this is only aged for not sure how long, but less than 9 months. And that gives this like a more buttery and like tangy flavor. So it's supposed to be like better, and it's called Vermont because they only use dairy from local or Vermont dairy farms. So that's pretty cool. Without further ado, we're gonna get into. First, we're gonna try the beers. Steve's not a big beer guy, so we're not gonna give Steve a beer, but we'll try the beers and then we'll try the cheese, and yeah, and then we'll close out the video. So first we're gonna try the blood orange Kolsch. So I've already tried this off camera, but I'm gonna try it on camera and give you guys my thoughts. So here we go. Okay, so I can definitely taste the orange. It's a bit like, it almost tastes like orange, like cleaning product almost. So, or it doesn't taste like it. You can like smell it a little bit. So, I took Beers of the World. Let me walk you guys through what you should do when tasting a beer. So, first step is sight. So I'll hold this up to the light, see how much light comes through. And so we grade it on a scale from 0 to 8. So 0 being like totally clear like water. And there are some beers like that. It's not really a beer, it's like hop water, where it's basically like seltzer water. And then there's like, if you guys know a porter or a stout, those are dark beers. Those are like an 8. So I would say this is more like a pretty light amber. I'd give this I'll give you guys a close up. Look at that. I'd give this looks like a 5-ish to me. It's like slightly darker than like a regular, like say like a pale ale. So I give this a 5 on the light scale. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna smell it. So when you're smelling beer, you just wanna give it a light swirl to let the bubbles come up and give some aroma at the top of the beer. So, and I can definitely smell the orange when I do that. So I don't really pick up anything else. It's mostly orange. Like some beers, you can see like what's in it. Like if there's a lot of hops, you will definitely be able to tell in the smell. You might even be able to tell in the foam. And so here, I'm not getting much besides orange. Maybe like a hint of alcohol, which usually that doesn't happen for many beers. But this is only a 5%er, so it's not too bad. It's a good session beer session beer. So after you do sight and you swirl and then you smell, the next 3 things you want to do are sip, savor, and then swallow. So the sip, just you want to cover all the taste buds in your tongue, and then you hold it there for a minute, and then the first sip is just a cleansing sip. So just this is actually where I learned just figured out how to taste cheese. I have like a cleansing sip. Dean's behind the camera, if you guys are wondering. That's what that crunch was. But
ASMR.
okay. So we're gonna sip. You want to savor. You want to like feel how full it feels. So another thing we test for is mouthfeel. So if it's like, say it's like water, it's like super smooth. It's almost like there's nothing there. It's like in terms of consistency, like viscosity. So like 0 is water, and then 5 would be like maple syrup. So if it has a full mouthfeel, meaning it feels like thick in your mouth, then that's a fuller mouthfeel. I don't really like fuller mouthfeels. I prefer like somewhere in the middle, like anywhere from like the 2 to 4 range. Like I'll have like I had a stout, or not a stout. It was like it was close to a porter yesterday. I think what is a stout actually? It was a stout. But it was like super, it tasted like chocolate, like milkshake. Or at least it felt like it. And then it tasted like coffee. So it wasn't my favorite, but that's just to give you an idea of like what mouthfeel like is about. And then last thing is like the finish. So like you swallow and then you like let it sit for a little bit and you see what you taste. So this one, I don't really taste much on the finish. I'd say it has a weak finish. It's not a bad thing. It's just like, it depends on like what you prefer like at the finish. So this one, I don't taste much on the finish. I get like a little hint of orange, just like I did at the beginning. And it doesn't last for that long. Like some beers will have like such a strong finish. Like you'll taste it like 3 minutes after like finishing this sip, which is not, I don't like that. That's just too much for me. All right, so I'm gonna finish that later off camera. Now let's get into the peach Hefeweizen. So we're gonna do all the steps I just told you guys on this one. And we're gonna try it on this one. So this is also a 5%er. So This one's a little more hazy. That's like typical with wheat beers or Hefeweizens. So first we're gonna smell and swirl. All right, right off the bat, I can smell this peach. That's like pretty much all I'm getting. That usually happens with a lot of peach beers. Like I have a peach Kolsch in the fridge right now, and it's like one of my favorites. And like I enjoy that because I love peach, and so the aroma I'm getting right here is just straight up peach. There's not much else I can smell. All right, let's get a little cleansing sip. Okay, there's the cleansing sip. I'm gonna give it like a couple seconds. I'm gonna open the cheese while before I take the second sip of that, just so I can like be ready to go. Oh, we also have new materials. We're getting upgrades. So this, it's like a wooden paddle. It's like a cutting board for cheese. And this is a new knife. I don't know if you guys have seen this one before or not, but this is a Bosca cheese knife. So this is what we're gonna be using to cut our cheese today. I just decided to get a new one because like why not? Yeah, so let's crack this open, then we'll take a sip of that, and then we'll review the cheese. See if I can do this without cutting my finger off. Alright, there we go, there's that. Let's set it off to the side real quick. Take our second sip of this beer. Okay. Yep, still getting that peach. So on this one, I'm gonna do the flavor, the initial flavor, and then I'll take another sip after, and I'll go through what I taste on the like mouthfeel wise, and then also on the finish. That's interesting. I taste like a little bit of peach, which obviously it's because it's a peach beer, but there's like something else like almost like sweet that I can't really put my finger on. Let's get another one for the mouthfeel. I'd give that a 3. It's not like maybe a 2. It's not very full. I give it a 3. It's like right in the middle. It doesn't have like a full mouth feel, but it's not like super light. Like you'll be able to tell if it just goes down like water. It has like no mouth feel, but I like this one. This is a good beer. I like this one, I'd say, more than this. And I have like a running list on my phone of like how many beers I've had and like which ones I like, don't like, will never have again. I think it's like up to, I want to say like 70, somewhere in there. Like 70 individual beers. Those include like some like the big 3 like lagers like Busch. I've got Coors on there. What else? There's like Miller High Life. I got a bunch of beers from local breweries around here. I love going to breweries. Super fun. I can get like flights and stuff. Yeah, let's get one for the finish, cause like. I definitely taste like almost like a maltiness. What I mean by that is like it's definitely like a mixture of like multiple grains, which is like expected for a wheat beer, because 50% of their malt has to be wheat, and then 50% or whatever like the remainder can be like another grain. So I definitely taste that, and then like mostly just peach, and it definitely doesn't have like a bad aftertaste. It has like, I would say, not a super strong finish, and I like that about a beer, and so. I like this one. This is a good one. I just picked this up from Wegmans today, actually. So if you guys want to check them out, it's Southern Tier Brewing Co. And this is their Peach Hefeweizen. So, and this one, again, was the Rohrbach Blood Orange Kolsch. So, Rohrbach, I love Rohrbach. They have like a really good Rochester Red Wing Ale. That's like one of my favorites. Which I usually don't like red ales, but that one's pretty good. So. Now, what you guys have all been waiting for, the cheese. So again, this is aged for 9 months. I think I've had this before, just like not on the channel. But anyway, let's get into the block. So first, I'm just gonna do it just like I did the beer review. So obviously, we're gonna go through the same steps, but obviously I don't have to swirl because it's like, what is this gonna do? I'm just gonna give it a whiff, see what it smells like. Okay. So like when I looked this like facts up on ChatGPT for this cheese, it said it's aged for longer, which sort of gives it like a buttery taste almost. And I definitely like see that, like it's like smells a little like butter, and it smells like really good. It smells like good cheddar. So sight, we can't really do sight. I don't know if you guys can't really see through that, but I guess we can compare it to like this one. This one almost looks like a little paler. Probably because it was aged for longer, has more cheddary flavor to it. All right, let's get a slice going. All right, here we go. Let me hook Steve up first, cause let me split this in half. Cause I know he wants one. I'll give him this small bit. Okay, there's Steve's piece. He's just munching away on that. Okay. To be honest, it just tastes like cheddar. It's like, it's not. I'd say that's pretty good. To be honest, I totally forgot what I gave this one, but I would say whatever I gave this one, I would say this one is slightly higher. Like this one's a good snacker. I literally go through. Now don't judge me for this. I go through like one of these in like 2 days, 2.5 days. So like the video to drop a prayer for my arteries. So I know it's not good. That's why I got veggies here. See, celery, a little bit of ranch. It cancels out the cheese, right? That's how that works. Anyway, so I would say this one is a little higher rated than this one, whatever I gave this one. So I give this one, I think I give this like a 7 or an 8. I give this, it's like a very good cheddar, so I give this one like an 8.5. Let me get another bite. See, I've had this before. It was a while ago, and you guys, it wasn't like on camera. I don't remember it being like this good. Okay. Oh yeah, that's definitely good cheddar. So I give this one like an 8.5. Whatever, as long as it's higher than this one. This one's like slightly better. It does like taste a little more like butter, like buttery. Has like that tang, and it's very good. So would definitely recommend. Again, this is Cabot's. It's just a Vermont Sharp. So I know there's a couple people who are from Vermont. So they're definitely good cheese. Yeah, so that's pretty much the whole video, guys. Thank you for watching. Remember to like the video, comment, and subscribe. And let me know if you guys want me to start a beer review channel, because that'd be pretty fun. So let me know. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.